Hello YouTube and welcome to my very first ever Pokemon Pocket video. And in today's video I'll be going over a Mega Gardevoir deck that I somewhat made. Basic Mega Gardevoir deck, but I added a few things and you know what? It works surprisingly well and now I'm gonna share it with you guys. So let's jump right into the deck, shall we? But first, can we pull a golden Pokeball? Wish me luck, guys. Can we pull a golden Pokeball? I'm not gonna peek. Okay, no, we cannot. No, cannot. Who do we think we are? Alright, guys. So first, I'll go over the deck. I'll show you guys the deck, and then I'll show you guys some replays of the deck in action. How these cards interact with each other. Okay. So here we are, Mega Gardevoir. Alright. So why did I use Mega Gardevoir? It's probably not the best with all the Hydreigons running around, but you know what, if you can dodge those Hydreigons, this deck actually did pretty good, and I have a couple replays to show you guys after this. So not gonna lie guys, the main reason why I built this deck is because I got this gold Meloetta and I also have this rainbow rare Mew EX, which is like one of my favorite cards in this game in terms of art, and I also have a gold Mew too, so like why not make a Mega Gardevoir? Okay, so you want to start with Meloetta, right? Because that's how you're gonna thin your deck. You're gonna find Mega Gardevoir and routes if you don't find it turn 1. Now you want to go turn 2 because you can put an energy on routes and then attack the following turn. If you are able to find your stadium, you can retreat, but if not, then you can wait for Meloetta to be knocked out. That's your early game. And then we have Mewtwo. He's gonna be our big puncher, our big finisher at the end if we need him, because he can do 150. He does discard 2 energy though, which means if you don't attack with Mega Gardevoir twice, probably only can attack with Mewtwo once before he has to retreat, because he'll discard 2 energy and he won't have enough energy to attack. And Didi is here for, of course, the yellow bird or Ikorio. But you're gonna see, actually, after the replay, that Curlia can also help with Oricorio because it does 20 damage and it confuses. And then you can also bring in Meloetta. And these three, Meloetta, Curlia, and Indeedee, can effectively take down Oricorio if you're in a bind, because Mewtwo, Mew, and Mega Gardevoir are gonna be useless, I can say. Now, why did I pick Mewtwo and not Giratina? Well, the simple fact is Giratina damages itself when it attacks, and I don't really like using cards that attack yourself, because then you leave yourself open. Stuff like Cyrus and whatnot, you can get one-shotted. Taking that damage, I think it brings you down to 130, which means Mega Gardevoir can take you out, and I just don't like that, so I have Mewtwo instead. Now Mew EX, you're gonna see in a replay that there's a lot of strong attackers. Sure, Mew needs 3 energy, while some of these attackers like Mega Gardevoir only need 2 to get the same effect, but with Mega Gardevoir you can charge it up, and we basically, like, it needs 2 energy. 1 energy even, because it'll be ramped up fully. Okay, so we have 1 copy of Diantha. So Mega Gardevoir is gonna be not your finishing Mega, more of a middle stage Mega. You want it out by turn 4 attack, and then attach to either Mewtwo, Mew, in Indeedee even. So most likely it's gonna take a hit. Sometimes the hit is gonna be less than 90, sometimes it's gonna be more than 90, but with Diantha, you attack with Mega Gardevoir, put 1 of those energies on Mega Gardevoir, use Diantha the next turn, and then you can retreat it, and it's either gonna be at full health or like it can be 1 shot, and then you can retreat it safely into Mewtwo. But I'll show you guys how the deck works. So 2 Pokeballs, I don't know if 2 Pokeballs is necessary. 2 rare candies, of course, to evolve Mega Gardevoir. Research is staple. Sabrina, I just have it because I like the art. Look at that. It's a cool art. Cyrus, it's mandatory. Diantha, mainly for Mega Gardevoir, but it can also be used for other Pokemon, just to prevent that Cyrus if you're gonna switch them out. And Picure Plaza helps with like retreat costs. You can also take care of other stadiums. So you don't always play this right away, and you don't always want to play it when you have it. You get what I mean? Because the other players might have stadiums of their own, and you might need it to negate it. So only use it either when you have the win condition right there, or to take care of the stadium, or you're putting your stadium down second. But yeah, that's the deck, and now I'll show you guys some replays. I'll show you guys how Mew shined, how Mewtwo shined, and even how Curlia. So let's get into those replays. Alright, so let's jump into our first battle here, which is against Costa. Post commentary because I messed up the recording when I was recording it live, and also explains why there's currently no game audio. But we move. So, anyways, we're going second against Costa. You're gonna see that this is gonna turn out to be a Mega Blaziken player. We get a perfect hand with Meloetta routes, a rare candy. So now all we need is Mega Gardevoir and we can attack. I see he starts out with Torchic. So right now the game plan is simple. We're just waiting on that Mega Gardevoir. We can evolve it. We can't attack it and we don't have the Picaria Plaza to retreat. So the safe thing is going to be to attach the energy to routes. Now here we're just thinning the deck. Now some people did give up on Mega Gardevoir just because they didn't believe anymore. But I still believe because with the power of Meloetta thinning your deck every turn, plus the chances of getting Mega Gardevoir are just like, I just feel like it's super consistent. That being said, we put down Mew because we know it's Mega Blaziken, so we know that Mew can copy Mega Blaziken's attack and do 140 damage as well as burn it. Here we get Mega Gardevoir, so that means we can evolve it and we get the other one as well. But we don't have the Plaza to retreat. That being said, we're still gonna evolve it just because, and we put the other Meloetta. Okay, so here I was thinking, just in case he has Sabrina, I know they run Sabrina, so I'm just gonna put this Meloetta down, protect my Mega Gardevoir and my Mew from taking any damage. Because if he Sabrinas me, he's either gonna do massive damage to Mega Gardevoir, which basically means I can't attack with it, or he's gonna knock out my Mew, and I need my Mew because I plan on using Blaziken's own attack against it. So here I attach the energy. That's why I put down Meloetta, just because if he Sabrinas me instead of Meloetta, he'll kill Meloetta. So yeah, I attach the energy, and I hope I attach energy to Meloetta, I retreat into Mega Gardevoir. Or he knocks out Meloetta, and I go into Mega Gardevoir. So here is that scenario that I was telling about earlier. He Sabrinas me into the other Meloetta. So basically, instead of taking out my Meloetta, he takes out my Meloetta. That is exactly what I was planning for right there. Anyways, I bring in Mega Gardevoir, alright. And now I'm gonna swing in with Mega Gardevoir. Attach 3 energy to Mew EX. And next turn I retreat. And I hit him with Mew EX. And I do 140, I burn him as well. And if he doesn't have another bench Pokemon, I basically won the game. So, yep, here we go. I'm debating a little bit. Should I put down Plaza? It looks like I do put down Plaza. I also put down my other routes. Now my other routes is gonna guarantee that even if Mew... Well, actually, since I have like rare candy almost, I just need a rare candy to attack with my other Mega Gardevoir. It might be worth it to attach an energy just in case. And we have Plaza now, so our retreat is 0. So we don't need to attach to Mega Gardevoir in case we get a Diantha. We're free to attach it to the other route. Now here they're Lucky Eyes popping and I'm sweating a little bit. They need to get 2. They need 1 more heads here. If they get heads, oh, they don't get heads. So what that means is Mew can come in and basically defeat this Mega Blaziken. And if they don't have another basic, I've won the game. You're gonna see they're gonna swing with Mega Blaziken. 120 plus the burn, 20 more, 140. So now Mega Gardevoir is down to 50. I luckily get rid of the burn, but I was gonna retreat anyway, so that doesn't matter. I get a Pokeball. I use it, why not? I mean, at this point the game's already won. I don't know why I'm doing all of this. I even evolved Curlia for some reason. Yeah, I just, you're gonna see here. Okay guys, Mew, I think Mew's underrated. Because there's a lot of strong attackers here. You have Mega Kangaskhan with 120, you have Mega Blaziken 120. Mega Gardevoir, you can do 130 if Mega Gardevoir is out on the board. And if you swung with Gardevoir, that's 110 plus 130. Yeah, they are not surviving that. They're either gonna have to retreat or like heal. But right here, we knock out Mega Blaziken and we take the dub. Easy 3 points, easy climb. On to the next replay. Mew EX MVP. That's my Mew right there. Alright, and our second match is against this level 57 player. I don't know how to either read or pronounce the name, so I'm not even gonna try. So, let me see if I remember correctly. This player was playing... Alright, electricity. Okay, so here are my thoughts. I'm gonna walk you guys through my thoughts. So I start Meloetta again and routes. This is literally the perfect hand. This is the hand that you want to see. Turn 1. Meloetta leading, routes in the back. I'm going second, which is also... Going second is way better than going first with this deck. Just because if you get Mega Gardevoir and Rare Candy, you can attack in turn 4 for 110 already. But here they put down Froakie, so at this moment I was thinking, alright, this is Mega Kangaskhan. Mega Kangaskhan deck with Greninja, and they might have Oricorio. That was my thought process while I was playing this match. I see they put down Pichu. I get Curlier. I'm gonna Professor Research. I get Mega Gardevoir. Just look at how consistent Meloetta makes this deck. Now this deck is weak against like Hydreigon, because not only is it weak against Dark, but most of the times your hand is gonna be huge, so their copycat value is gonna be massive, which is not good. But we put down Indeedee because I'm pretty sure that they're gonna have the Yellow Bird Oricorio, so I put him down just in case. Was that a misplay? Because I attach energy to routes, but here you're gonna see that they're gonna evolve into Greninja turn 2, of course, flexing their gold Rare Candy. Here comes Greninja, and yep, there's the copycat. There's a copycat, massive copycat value from my part. But surprisingly, guys, somehow they, spoiler alert, a little spoiler alert, they do not manage to find Mega Kangaskhan. They do find Oricorio, which is why I put down Indeedee. They switch into Peach. They Water Shuriken the Indeedee, guys. Oh no, they Water Shuriken the routes. And at this point, I'm a little scared because next turn, if they have Cyrus, they can kill my routes, which is not good. That is not good. But here I don't get the Plaza, which is a little bad. I do get Mew. I do Rare Candy. I'm gonna Rare Candy just because, so they don't Cyrus me and kill me with Oricorio. Now I'm safe from that possibility. I'm debating on whether or not I put down Mew yet. I'm heavily debating because Mew EX can copy Mega Kangaskhan and it can do 120. I'm heavily debating it, but I just decide not to. I decide not to because I just want to see how the game plays out. You know, they don't even have Mega Kangaskhan on board, right? It's not necessary. But you can see me here pondering. But I end my turn, and if this opponent brings in Oricorio, alright? And this is a little move that surprises me, because this is why I think this might have been a misplay. They Greninja attack my Indeedee, and then they drag it out to the front and they smack it with Oricorio, and now he only has 10 HP. And I was not able to charge it up with Mega Gardevoir, so now Indeedee is useless because there is no way I can heal it. I can't heal it with Diantha because it doesn't have energy. And if I attach energy to it, then Greninja's still gonna knock it out with its ability. So I'm in quite a pickle. But what I am gonna do, I fully charge up Gardevoir. Okay, so here, guys, I put down my other routes because I'm thinking, okay, I'm in trouble because they took down my Oricorio counter just like that. So now I'm gonna attach energy. So, look at this tech, guys. Even though I can't damage Oricorio, I can still attack with Mega Gardevoir, and I can still use that ability of attaching energy to other Pokemon. So I attach energy to... No, wait. I kind of panic here because I kind of want to attach one to my Mega Gardevoir, and I don't know how to get it back. But I figured it out. I attach one to Meloetta and one to Routes. Now what this does is it allows me, if I choose to do so, to attack with Mega Gardevoir again, if I can somehow get rid of this bird. And also, since Meloetta only uses 2 attacks, it's ready to attack next turn. So I think my opponent kind of misplaced right there as well. I think they should have left that NDD to clog up some space. But now they free up a space. So here is where Diantha comes into play, alright guys? You guys can see that I'm gonna use Diantha, and I'm gonna fully heal up to max, I believe. Which means that they can't Cyrus me. They have to waste a Greninja ping on my Mega Gardevoir, and then Cyrus me again. And if they do that, I'm gonna be good enough to attack again. But here I'm reading Kirlia and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Kirlia plus Meloetta can take down Oricorio because it does 70. It's a little slow, but it can work. So I send out Kirlia, I evolve it, I attach energy once again to Mega Gardevoir just to have it ready to attack it. Now here I'm debating Mew or Mewtwo EX again. But I just attack with Kirlia. It's confused. I'm not sure confusion means that you can't retreat, but it's confused. It's set up for Meloetta kill in case they don't have any lucky ice pops or any healing of any kind. They are going to water shuriken my Meloetta. So right here, if they have another Cyrus, they take care of my Meloetta, but they don't. And they flip tails, so they don't even damage my Kirlia. As you can see, I'm gonna obviously retreat. I'm gonna retreat into Kirlia. Score my first point. At this point also, I don't know when I realized this, but it was around this time that I realized that they only have lightning energy, like from their energy zone. So they cannot even attack with Greninja and knock out my Meloetta, which is perfect. They clogged up their board. So what that means is that they have to bring in Mantike or Pichu next turn, and that's gonna be my second point. But right here, I knock out Oricorio. I get my first point. They cannot bring in Greninja because Greninja cannot attack. So they bring in Mantike, and they're gonna now they can charge up Greninja. But at this point, they have Mega Kangaskhan, and they're gonna charge up Mega Kangaskhan instead, which is fine by me. But that also means that there is no more Oricorio threat, which means I can evolve this Kirlia. Alright, protect myself from Mega Kangaskhan attacks, which can do 80 and then 40, and they can knock out my Pokemon. I'm also safe from Mega Kangaskhan plus Red. I use my Stadium. I do bring in Mewtwo, because at this point, Mew's attack copying Kangaskhan would only do 120. But I have Sabrina in hand, so Mewtwo's attack does 150. So if they bring in Mega Kangaskhan, I can Sabrina out, and I can wipe out Greninja. I cannot wipe out Greninja with Mew yet. So that is why this time I use Mewtwo yet, fully powered it up. Even if Kangaskhan comes in, uses its punch or its attack, it cannot wipe out Mega Gardevoir. They can Greninja ping my Mewtwo, Cyrus it out to the front, but Mewtwo lives with 10 HP, guys. Mewtwo lives with 10 HP if they do that. And they can't Red plus Cyrus in its same turn, so I'm safe here. I'm safe from getting killed. They can Cyrus either my Meloetta or my other Gardevoir, but they won't be able to kill me. So here they whack me for 120. That's all handy dandy. I retreat, Sabrina, win the game. This was actually a good game, a nice long game. I had to think a little. It wasn't the most straightforward, but in the end, we Sabrina them out and we get the dub. This was a very fun game right here, guys. Very fun game. You guys can see the versatility, right? Mew EX can come in, Meloetta. You have Meloetta plus Kirlia to take care of Oricorio. This deck seems kind of strong, guys. Seems kind of strong. But there I wipe out. I fully blast that Pichu, no mercy. Hit it for 150 and win the game. But yeah, guys, that's how this deck plays. Yeah, if you guys liked the video, drop a like. Remember to subscribe, and I'll be sure to bring out more Pokemon Pocket content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.